Hey, welcome to episode 94. We Made It podcast episode
94.
Oh yeah, 6 more to go before he doesn't know how to do it anymore. We Made It Podcast.com at We Made It Podcast on all social media. We Made It Podcast. Very easy.
Absolutely.
Back in the building after, what are you looking at? Oh, we're recording this episode on, recording a video for this episode too. You know what I mean? I had to take over that because Caesar used to be doing the video, then he just fell off the earth. He used to post clips, fell off the earth. It's all good though.
Excuse me?
At We Made It Podcast on all social media, we made it podcast.com. We've been doing this since May 2017. We've gotten one donation and that was coerced. Just want to let you guys know that not that we're asking you for a donation.
Sounds like we're asking for it.
Nah, whatever.
Sounds like
but just so you know that, you know what I mean, we're doing this for the people. We're after the first match day of the round of 16 Champions League. Next week we have some more games. I'm really excited for Barcelona. We're gonna start this episode with game recaps. That's what we usually do after Champions League. Even though we're not a game recap show, we do the best game recaps. Put it closer. We do it's too Caesar's funny. You don't even know how to do it. We do the best game recaps in the world. Make sure you guys check out Tiki. What is it? Tiki Talka podcast?
Yeah, Tiki Talka. They're cool, man.
Yeah, they're cool. I rock them. They're in the T dot. They're in the dot. You know what I'm saying? In the 6, as Drake calls it, up there in Toronto. I did make a Rob Ford joke and they took it well, so missed that guy.
Damn, what happened to Rob Ford?
He died.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. He was kind of a legend for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
online.
he was. His brother, I think, is the premier of Ontario now. He's some kind of conservative.
That's just so fresh being called a premier.
I mean, I don't know what you call it. I guess governor of Ontario or whatever.
Yeah, it's way better than be called a mayor. Premier's kind of fresh.
I mean, I don't really know. I think that's what he's called. There were some controversies around him I remember reading about because, I keep up with Canada.
Whatever.
Peoples. Caesar, okay, before we get into Champions League, so you guys know, Caesar and I both watched, PSG versus Manchester United.
We did.
We both watched, and then you watched Ajax versus Real Madrid, and I watched BVB versus Tottenham.
Yes.
So it's going to be these contrasting... Who am I telling you or the people?
I don't know who you're talking to.
I'm just letting the people know, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay, see, before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about the Madrid derby, Atleti versus Real Madrid. They played in the Wanda. Don't look at that little fake soldier watch there. Show the people your soldier watch. Caesar got the soldier watch. Do you know where the camera's right there? Caesar got the soldier watch.
I don't have the soldier watch.
You do.
I have the Samsung.
Okay, really quick. I'm not gonna go through all these notes here.
Yeah,
I'll just try to see like which ones were interesting. Atleti did start Morata. Did you watch this game or no?
I watched the highlights. I didn't see the game.
Atleti started Morata and Griezmann up top, and Bale.
Wait. Atletico Real?
Yeah,
I watched this.
You don't watch it.
Yes,
No, you didn't. Morata and Griezmann started up top for Atleti, and Bale and Marcelo were on the bench for Real Madrid, and Isco was not dressed. The Atleti fans were whistling Thibaut Courtois, hard body karate.
I mean, that was like 8 years ago, but all right.
Big facts. Real Madrid ended up winning the game 3-1. I want to just talk about a little bit of the game, though. Morata didn't really have a good game. I don't really know. Like I like Morata as a player, but he didn't really do himself that many favors at Chelsea, and he didn't do himself any favors in this game either. I want to keep liking you, bruh. Like, you got to just play where you're supposed to play. He really needs to be in the bleep position, and I just don't know. Like, Atleti wasn't really the move for that because they played pretty much a flat 4-4-2 or like a 4-2-2-2, something like that. He needs to play in a 4-3-3 on the left.
I didn't think that was necessarily a great fit, but I mean, you kind of just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, he had to get out of Chelsea. In the beginning of the game, I wrote at the 13th minute that Vinicius Jr. lost the ball a couple of times and he looked a little tired. But then by the 22nd minute, I put he had 2 really positive plays in like the past minute. Another thing I wrote, Thomas Partey got to leave Atleti. He's very good. Like, he's a baller. He got to leave Atletico Madrid. Because he's never going to be like... He'll never be able to shine at Atleti. Like, honestly, like, I feel like there's just something about Atletico Madrid. Like it's almost like a black hole for players. Like obviously it's a good team. They've been in Champions League final.
It's a black hole for Griezmann.
You said it's not?
No,
I think so.
He got big
I think
over
it
there.
is. I think it is. Yeah, but he's not as big as he could be though.
Okay, true.
You know what I mean? Like he you know why Griezmann got big is because the Manchester United rumors. The rumors got him bigger than anything.
You really think so?
Yeah, the rumors got him bigger than anything, dog. And he has a couple good seasons, but Partey's got to leave. Just like we said that Griezmann should have left 2 years ago. Because he's really good, but it's just like, dog. I put Morata was absent in the first half. In the 57th minute, they put on Bale for Vinicius Jr. I put Y. Maybe Vinicius Jr. is a little tired, though. In the 65th minute, Arias hawked down Bale easily. Don't talk to me about Bale being fast anymore. Whatever. Forget the game. Partey got a red card in the game. The game ended 3-1. Real Madrid did look a lot. You know what? They looked pretty much the same as they have in the past few games. And I haven't really watched Atleti play this season, so I can't really say if Atleti's really looked that good this season. Or like, I mean, they didn't play terribly, but the Morata thing, like Thomas Lemar was playing well. Griezmann did his thing. He had a nice goal. What's his name? Correa had the assist on that goal.
No, go ahead. It was because I was going to mention Gelson Martins because he left there off loan.
Yeah, but I don't think he ever really played that much for.
No, he didn't. He didn't. But he got team of the week on they go.
Yeah, but Morata, it just like
you go from two teams that basically run like 4-3-3s, or I don't even know what the hell you want to call what Chelsea does, but they always have one up top and they always have three up top.
Yeah,
and then like you're talking about Atletico, which runs a 4-4-2 a lot, and it's just like
he's not playing in the place that he should play.
The thing is they don't work like that because it's like, okay, they're like, we're gonna let Costa just kind of be everywhere up top.
Costa's not there.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I mean, like if they're
Griezmann?
Yeah, like we're kind of because Griezmann doesn't really play a defined role. He kind of just floats.
He doesn't.
But the thing is like you need some kind of structure. You need like some kind of structure because structure creates space for people, creates lanes, it creates opportunity. If you don't have lanes and all that stuff, it's just like. And I don't want to be too hard on Morata again, even though like I feel like I've been doing that like my whole life watching him play. The issue is like you are kind of just getting into this, and damn it if it's not an adjustment going from Chelsea, Atletico, just going on that field and trying to ball.
I just feel like Morata is really I mean, it sounds crazy to say it, but I feel like he's really a left wing. Like I feel like that's where he needs to be.
You think he's like a Ronaldo Benzema hybrid?
Ronaldo's a Ronaldo Benzema hybrid. Honestly, I mean, I don't think Morata can really play a center forward like that. That's not really his thing.
I don't think so either.
And I mean, and the way that Atleti plays is just kind of like I don't think it's a good fit for him. I just really feel like he needs to be on the left, going at defenders, and I don't even know if maybe he don't even know how to do that anymore. He hasn't done it for like 2 seasons. You know what I mean? Like maybe he lost that sauce.
It's possible,
but I don't know. I like Morata as a player. It seems like he don't have any friends though, and hopefully, no, I don't think he has friends. Okay, Caesar, let's get into the Champions League while somebody's like hammering IKEA furniture upstairs. You said you did watch Man U versus PSG, right?
Absolutely, I did.
Allegedly. Look, these notes right here is woo
off the Yowzer bubs.
Off the Yowzer, but let's get into it.
Let's do it. I'll fill in with stuff too that I know from watching. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah, because you didn't take notes. That's right. Okay, off top, I looked at the lineup for Manchester United. I was like, okay, they're playing a lot of speed up top. Rashford, Martial,
they came to run.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. Obviously, Neymar and Cavani were injured for PSG, and they started Mbappe kind of in the middle channel.
Yeah,
I felt like they should have started Choupo-Moting in the center forward and so you can put Mbappe in his real position.
I thought so too. I thought that they were gonna kind of roll out like a fake 4-4-2 kind of thing where they were gonna have like
they've been doing that without Neymar.
Yeah, like Choupo-Moting up there just crowding the lane, the middle, and then just kind of have Mbappe in left or right, where do whatever he really wanted. Yeah. Because I think Mbappe thrives more off of
he's a winger.
There is a center forward, and then him allowing to just go where he wants on either side and just mess around.
Exactly. And honestly, I feel like I mean, everybody knows the score. They won 2-0. I feel like they could have scored more if Mbappe was in his real position.
Yeah, that was one of the things I know too. And again, like, okay, like the problem with him is you're kind of defining Mbappe to a role. You're defining him to a spot as a center forward,
and that's not his thing.
You're not going to utilize the best of him.
Exactly,
you know,
exactly.
You're going to get spurts, no doubt. I mean, he's a talented player. He's going to give you spurts.
He's going to give you stuff, yeah. But and that goal was a spurt.
Yeah, it was a spurt
because it was just like he ran past him in the middle.
He's a guy that you just need to like have people that are in, like we talk about players having roles defined.
Yeah,
he needs to be like a free winger, and there just be a striker.
Yeah, just like Neymar. Yeah,
yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
I thought he was actually going to get that role since Neymar was gone. And like, let's just let him kind of fill in from there.
Well, they've been kind of running a 4-4-2 with Cavani there.
Yeah.
But I mean, they could have done it, but you know, I whatever, it worked out. Cool. But I do think I do think they would have been way better with Mbappe playing where he can really attack defenders, and you can't do that in the middle. I also put that they always act like Cavani was expendable, so we'll see. This is before the game, obviously. In the 5th minute, I put the Di Maria's also ball twice in good positions. Then I saw Rashford's haircut. I'm like, he looks like Rockwell. He looks like,
you know what the
I always
Rashford
feel like somebody's watching me. I was like, he looks like Rockwell with that crazy ass haircut.
The thing is with him, it's like, this is going to sound hilarious. He has like a very funny shaped head. So his head isn't made for a faux hawk or a mohawk, whatever that is. You have like, he has like a straight back head.
The back
and like
is
a top. He has a square head. When you have a square head, you can't have a curve going. So it looked wild. I'm like, yo, the back line is all the way up into your cheek. It doesn't go like this.
The back of his head is shaped like the front of a battleship. Like if you look at it front wise, where it goes like that,
it looks
where
like
it goes like
ship.
this.
It's like this in the front, just going through the water like this.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not
pushing through
that haircut. And he had the lines. I'm like, you look crazy.
Like, why are you hanging out with Lingard?
You feel me? Okay. 11th minute, Kimpembe got a yellow card. PSG. Oh, I noticed around then PSG was definitely trying to keep Paul Pogba off the ball.
Absolutely.
And then a little bit later, I wrote that they're definitely like got Marquinhos almost man marking him.
Yeah.
19th minute, Draxler got a yellow card. It was a bad call by the ref. 21st minute, I did put it was hard. It's going to be hard to get Mbappe in the game through the middle channel. 26th minute. For you guys that's wondering why obviously this game had a million yellow cards, but I write down yellow cards because you want to remember when the person, if they get a second yellow, you want to remember when they got it the first yellow. 26th minute, Paul Pogba got that yellow card. 30th minute, Ashley Young got a yellow card.
It was his yellow cards.
34th minute, Bernat got a yellow card. 35th minute, I put that Man U hasn't done much offensively. What is this? Oh, this was that play I was talking about, Mbappe not being a center forward. So it was 37th minute. PSG could have scored, but Mbappe made the wrong run. So and Di Maria ended up offside. Like Marquinhos is literally coming down the ball as kind of a counter, and Mbappe's running into Di Maria's lane. And if he would have just and it was funny, Marquinhos is telling him, no, go to the right. He's like telling him while he's dribbling, go right. So you can have either you'll be able to get the ball or you'll open up the space for him or for Di Maria. And like they both end up in the same spot. Marquinhos just has to pass the ball, but it ends up going to Di Maria, who was offsides. And they could have easily scored that. Well, I don't say easily, but they could have scored that play. Mbappe just, not like he doesn't know how to make those runs necessarily, but he doesn't have that experience. I don't want to say instinct because he's never really played that position necessarily, but he doesn't really have that experience playing a center forward. Like any real center forward knows how to like break that run off to open up that space. Not saying he doesn't know how to do it, but he didn't do it in that situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
30th minute, Martial looked like he was hurt. Oh yeah, Martial got hurt. I thought that they should have brought on Lukaku and not Alexis Sanchez. I was vindicated.
Me too. I thought they should put Lukaku on. I was like, when I saw Alexis, I was like, okay, because they already started off their formation with the like Rashford as this fake 9.
Yeah, which he's
not.
The thing
is, I'm like, okay, like if he's injured, you just bring in your actual 9.
Yes, dude, and let those guys play off of him instead of doing having some situation where it's like, okay, now who's gonna? I mean, I don't know. What's the guy's the Hobbit coach name? I forgot his name. Skinner.
I can't pronounce it. So
I don't know his real name honestly, but he looks like a Hobbit or he looks like a light skinned orc.
I've never heard someone being described as a light skinned orc.
Yeah. But I thought that you don't need to do like for like. Like just put in a center forward that can really get those balls and try to dominate that area.
Be in there and just frustrate them.
Exactly. So yeah, in the 45th minute, Lingard looked like he was hurt. Yep, he was hurt. Alexis Sanchez comes on for Lingard at the end of the first half, which was very weird. Just wait till the second half to bring him on. Anyway, let's get into the second half.
We want to get him extra warmed up,
I guess. And then Juan Mata came on for Martial, who got hurt in the first half too.
Jeez.
So that's two substitutions basically in the first half.
I think did Martial look like he had some kind of groin issue?
Yes,
I thought he
and I think Lingard was a hamstring too. Because it was they were both off the ball.
What if y'all was out here stretching, warming up for the match, huh?
Yeah, they might have been.
Y'all must have been hanging around.
Might have been in there, millie rocking.
Yeah, millie rocking.
But they wasn't trilly rocking. Real slow.
Robot like Tart.
Okay, 47th minute. I did put that Kimpembe should have gotten a second yellow card. The ref didn't want to pull the trigger.
He was scared.
And he was. And
this month.
He should have pulled that trigger because Kimpembe definitely should have gotten a second yellow right then. 50th minute, yellow card, Lindelof. 53rd minute, Kimpembe gets a goal off the Di Maria corner.
That was hype.
That was a nice goal. It was a good shot by him. It's not easy to hit that on the volley. But damn, I'm like, yo, he should have got sent off though. But anyway, Di Maria was screaming off, cover your ears. He was screaming to the Man U fans, fuck off puta. He was screaming on them.
They was going hard on him.
I mean, it got worse after that. But he was definitely screaming on them. And then
fuck off, puta.
Oh yeah,
what a combo!
You could see it like right at the camera. He's like,
I saw him yell at the crowd.
Yeah. 55th minute, when he was going to take a corner on the other side, somebody threw a beer bottle at him and he a little picture or whatever.
Yeah.
So don't act like these like Man U fans are so sophisticated. That's the same thing Marseille fans be doing. And Bastia, when they hit Lucas with that pole and put that bald spot in the back of his head.
That's insane.
They didn't do that, but I always say
insane.
that. But that ball spot's going though, actually.
Hopefully.
Okay.
I was like, that sounds egregious and terrible.
But they did throw that pole at him though. Okay, 60th minute, Mbappe gets that goal. Perfect cross by Di Maria. Mbappe just outran the hell out of Bailly and Lindelof. Just split them right down the middle. And like you said, you're going to get those spurts from Mbappe because he's so fast and aggressive and talented. He wants to score.
He's really fast.
Yeah, but you know what? One of them announcer dudes said, this was actually really annoyed me this month. He said that some people are just blessed with like natural speed. I'm like, no, dude, no. His speed is not a blessing. He has to train to be that fast because he's playing with professional athletes. Don't do that this month. Don't do that, buddy.
Blessed with natural speed.
Yeah, like no, okay. Your blessing for natural speed. That's when you're like in elementary school. That's when you're faster than everybody.
Mbappe's speed is like next level now because he wasn't like this at Monaco.
But it doesn't even matter. Like you're trying to act like he doesn't have to work for his speed.
No, for sure. Yeah,
you're just
trying to act like that. He's been blessed with all these talents.
Yeah, no, dude. And I know what that is, and that pissed me off. I'm like, dog, don't do that this month. He has to train. He's playing with other professional athletes. It isn't like he's running around with little kids.
Yeah, not this month.
Yeah, when you see the little kids. And someone is way faster. Oh yeah, that like he's kind of blessed, or whatever, because you don't train when you're a little kid.
Okay, you ever stop saying blessed today?
That's what he said. And then he trained, but I'm not. Now he's playing against professionals. He has to train. If he doesn't, he won't be fast.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he got that goal. It was a perfect cross by Di Maria. He was hyped up. 62nd minute yellow on Dani Alves. I put that they should sub him, but they did not. 63rd minute was a really good save by David De Gea, 1v1 with Mbappe. Mbappe tried to chip De Gea on the counter, and I think it's because he's been watching Caesar play FIFA.
He knows.
Because I'm like, damn, dog. Like, that would have been dope if you got it, but you didn't have to do that. On the low.
On the low.
74th minute, I put Verratti has been... I put the Verratti's got hurt, but he's been balling so far.
So good. So solid in that midfield.
Okay, now I seen people talking about Di Maria man in the match. I said that it was between Verratti or Marquinhos man in the match.
Marquinhos also looking smooth
Marquinhos looking so good in that midfield against a weak Man United midfield. He was like, look, I can handle Herrera and Matic.
I've been going against Fakirs and stuff.
Yeah, like he's like, nah, I can do these big old guys or whatever, some slow dudes.
Pause.
what's his name? Pogba didn't have a bad game, but there was like they weren't letting him get on that ball.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah. The thing is, I don't want to necessarily say that like it's on Pogba. They didn't play good, but I'm like, you literally were the focus. They knew that if they just focused on you, Man U couldn't create nothing. Like Paul Pogba was the rock of the team. Like he's everything. So. Yeah. Marquinhos and them were doing an extra job marking him. He just couldn't get it off.
He couldn't really do his thing. He had some spurts too, but like
he was getting fouled hard too. Like damn, Daddy, I was relaxed.
Everybody was fouling each other. 75th minute, Paredes came on for Verratti. He played pretty well in his little time. Dagba came on for Di Maria in the 84th minute.
First time I've ever seen Dagba play in my life.
He's not that good.
He's just a little quick guy.
Yeah, 84th minute. Lukaku came on for Rashford. Bad sub there. Bad sub. Because now you got Juan Mata and Alexis Sanchez, who in the 86th minute I put Alexis Sanchez has been horrible. He didn't do anything that game. It was so bad. So bad. And now you got a big center forward. Like a center forward isn't like... I feel like the center forward isn't the guy you bring on to like score at the end. You bring on some little quick dude to score at the end.
Sometimes you do if you have side to get headers and stuff on crosses.
Yeah, I know that's true, but like, you got center backs for that. I think that I think that when you're trying to score a goal late, that's when you bring on somebody that can get them legs moving on a counterattack. Not necessarily a center forward, but whatever. It was definitely a big difference. Obviously, Man United has been playing well in the Premier League, and I don't think they lost since Hobbit Man. I think
they're in like a 11-game unbeaten streak.
Yeah, something like that. But it's a big difference.
Hobbit Man.
Yeah, light skinned orc man. But it's a big difference playing against like those EPL teams and playing against a PSG who like is really trying to play some football with you. And the fact that they're missing Neymar and Cavani, honestly, it could have been a really bad day for Man United.
Yeah.
89th minute, Paul Pogba got a red card. It was a deserved red card on Dani Alves. He was frustrated. He kind of didn't think it was a foul. It was a foul even in live time. I was like, oh, that's a foul.
Dani Alves?
No. When Paul Pogba got his red card, it was definitely deserved red card.
I think Paul Pogba's frustration came from just how the game was in general.
Yeah.
I feel like, he was getting marked really well, and he was getting fouled a ton.
Everybody was fouling.
Everybody was fouling, but I'm saying, like, he was getting fouled a ton, so, he's fouling back, and I just think that he was wasn't thinking about how the rhythm of the game was at that point.
Well, I think Man U was frustrated because they've been on a winning streak and they've been playing well, and like the media.
That was some adversity right there.
The media energy around them is very positive for the first time in a long time since Mourinho left, and and then they came up, in my opinion, against a better team in all aspects.
Yeah.
The only player I thought that didn't play that well for PSG was Kimpembe. He had some issues. Buffon had some issues too. He was kicking the ball out of bounds, all kinds of wild stuff, but he didn't. I mean, he barely had to make any saves or anything. I honestly feel like he didn't have to make any saves, maybe like one or two, but nothing like very crucial,
Yeah.
But yeah, PSG literally was just like way better than Man U. And I think once I don't know when Neymar's scheduled to be back. I think he's gonna miss both ties, but I think PSG without. I'm sorry, Manchester United without Pogba in the second leg. Ooh, and then if PSG get Cavani back, like, oh man. And if Verratti's fine, it's gonna be real bad. And I think if Paredes can get some more games under his belt with the team too, because he's a solid player.
I was watching.
Kind of weird.
Neymar posted a video of him celebrating PSG's goals.
Oh, nice.
And all the comments were like fake.
On the low. Okay, Caesar.
Yes.
I'm very excited. I just want you guys to know that Caesar and I do not communicate very much about this sport at all, honestly.
Since the podcast started.
Yeah, like literally we don't talk about it for real. I did not watch Ajax versus Real Madrid. I don't know. I didn't watch the highlights. I don't know anything about this game. I'm about to learn about this game from this young man right here who does really good recaps that I enjoy because I can sit back and chill. And I'm going to sit and chill, and I'm going to eat this right here. On the low.
Yeah, and drink what?
I already showed the kombucha.
And drink your Synergy kombucha?
Like you don't have one. On the low. Okay, and also I'm going to recap Tottenham versus BVB. Did you watch the highlights or no?
No, it didn't.
Okay.
I don't know anything either.
Okay, nice. Let's go. I'm going to get my popcorn.
All right, so this game started off here: Ajax versus Real Madrid. Before the game,
did you hear him singing Three Little Birds?
No, I didn't. They didn't play it on the bleacher.
No,
they didn't do it.
They didn't want to. Oh, no. Yeah.
But I think it also, I might have been wrong in the beginning. It might be halftime, so they don't have halftime coverage.
Okay.
They want to show 6 people talking on Bleacher Report. Actually, before I start this, I have a rant too. So I went to try to watch the game on Univision. Univision couldn't support the match. It kept giving me an error on the screen saying video in Spanish, like video is not supported or something like that, or some kind of error on the stream. We tried watching it on TNT. TNT literally preferred Tottenham versus BVB and put it on both sides of the streams. Okay. So you had no choice. So I actually had to buy the game today.
Oh, like the one off pop?
I had to pay $3 to watch this match.
Oh man!
I just want to let you know how hard things are falling off right now. I got to pay $3 to watch this match. It's insane at this point. So that's
nothing compared to what you spend on Smite.
What?
On the low.
Yeah, but Smite isn't a one-time thing I get to use one time that's gone forever.
Big facts. On the low.
Are you okay?
No.
Okay. So let's start this match off here. 8 minutes into the match, Ajax is all over Real. Real in the first 8 minutes looked horrible. Like it was basically like a situation where you could tell that Real was kind of asleep and just kind of going through the motions, and Ajax was all over that ass. In the back line, your boy started Nacho. Varane was out sick today, had a little tummy ache or something probably. He was out for the flu.
Scared.
So Nacho started back there with Reguilon on the Reguilon, and Carvajal. Midfield was Cruz, Casemiro, and Modric.
Yes.
And the front line was Vinicius, Benzema, and Bale. The BBV.
BVB.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, BVB played today. So Real looked really slow, lethargic. Bale already twice in the beginning was getting his cookies taken by my boy Tagliafico.
Ooh.
Oh, and
somebody should get him.
I predicted, I was like, he's probably gonna be all over him. Tagliafico was all over the damn place today. It was insane. Like he was like guarding, marking Bale in the box, like waiting for a header. So I'm like, Jesus, hey man. Didn't get tired at all. Just ran the whole match. Also, David Neres, the young Brazilian. David Neres. David Neres, the young Brazilian on Ajax. A.K.A. Discount Malcolm out there. Actually, no. He's like a lefty Vinicius, honestly. Like a lefty Vinicius.
I know he's lefty.
Yeah, he's super lefty. He was hyped. Like he did some like foot flick move on Carvajal. Carvajal pushed him over. He was trying to get it cracking. He's like, y'all seen Vinicius play? Y'all gotta watch me too.
All these guys want to go to Real Madrid.
Oh yeah, they do, but they never get signed. So once again, we keep going. 10 minutes in, Real still looks bad. I mean, Ajax must have had like at least 5 shots. No, not on target, but just in the first 10 minutes, just towards the goal. Real was really just reeling to get out of their half, and they were losing possession immediately. Like they were starting to do long ball United. It was horrible. I counted here 5 possessions lost in a row.
Wow.
12 minutes left. Another lost possession.
Wait, in the first 12 minutes, they lost the ball 5 times.
Yeah. 12 minutes
on the low.
On the low. 12 minutes. Another lost possession. Absolutely nobody is showing to the ball. So Modric had the ball. He was trying to run around. One guy showed up. He moves around. One guy showed up, trying to pass the ball. Everybody's just standing around watching. It was like a lot of watching and like everybody. Okay, I wrote here. Everybody's on their heels rather than their toes. It's a lot of just like chill. It's like they're back instead of being forward, like anticipating action. So I saw a lot of that. I was like, are they like lethargic? Are they not warmed up? Or what's going on here? It looked very like slow. So I was like, long ball United right now, and then Bales keeps making fake runs. So he makes a fake run, and then they would just boot it forward, and out of possession, he does this.
Caesar, like exactly like I told you, he was doing that today.
He was banging babies.
Caesar,
yeah, he did it. He did it like 2 times.
Them same fake. Remember I told you
it was like his way of like, I got y'all.
Caesar, you remember when I told you that he makes fake runs. He knows that
like yo, he's not gonna outrun Tagliafico.
No,
he didn't make a run on him. He literally the ball gets shot 10 feet ahead of him, and he kind of just goes and like doesn't really go.
It's not a place where you make a run. No. You're not making a run.
He's just doing it.
He's just doing it to pretend like he's playing.
He will just be standing there and just be like, I'm like, what?
Okay, well, they can't see you, but I mean...
No, I'm saying, like, he'd just be standing there, and he would just dash. And I'm like, yo, you're not setting anything up. You're not dragging the fullback. You're not doing nothing.
That's not what you're making. He makes the run where you don't make the run if you're a good team. He don't want to play the ball. That's why.
Absolutely.
Out for the night.
14-minute mark, finally, Real Madrid gets something going offensively. Vinicius Jr. had a really nice attack, went deep up the left, cut to the right as usual, and had a nice shot on goal. Really nice on frame.
Vinicius?
Vinicius Jr. It was nice. It was very soft the shot. It was one of them corners, and our boy Onana, what's my name? Had to do a save, so that was nice. 17 minutes, Matt. The game's starting to calm down a little bit. Real retaining possession. It's like they kind of weathered the storm.
I mean, I don't expect less from Ajax. They're playing at home and they're a good team.
They were hyped and like honestly, they looked really good. Yeah, that guy Ziyech, super baller.
Hisham, I think.
Ziyech, super baller. Even though the commentator the whole game was talking like questioning his character as a person and was like talking mess about him because of a couple fouls. He like the commentator hated him, said he had bad attitude and everything.
Does he have some issues in Netherlands? I don't know.
I don't know, but the color commentator hated him, and then the play-by-play guy was like. He was like, yeah, but he won Player of the Year last year, so he had like the most assists in the league. So he's like, he had a great year last year. And every time the color commentator would be like, here's his characteristics. So I was a little uncomfortable.
I'll look him up a little bit.
So 25 minutes mark. Tadic, is it Tadic? Tadic?
I think Tadic, yeah.
Tadic on Ajax almost scores on Real. He kind of got around Ramos. Okay. Ramos playing horrible defense. Basically, you could tell it was bad because Ramos was like super upright, and then Tadic got in his inside shoulder, and like tried to kind of fouled him a little bit.
They didn't
call it, yeah, like kind of fouled him a little bit. He did a couple, and then the commentator loses his mind over it. It was horrible defense for Ramos, but he didn't score.
Like when he fouled Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, I'm joking. The fucking he did like a armbar. Carvajal straight up pushed Neres like outside the box. Ref didn't say nothing. Like literally, like Neres with the ball, Carvalho just literally like, just goes like this and throws him on the ground, and then they just keep playing. I'm like, hey,
they was letting stuff go this.
I'm like, yo, what's really going on here?
Also, yeah, not to interrupt, but yeah, that same thing happened in Man U versus PSG. Remember when Ashley Young pushed Di Maria when he was out of bounds?
Yeah, I was like, why are we just letting this happen?
I'm like, that should be a straight red.
Yeah, that play where Di Maria's on the ground. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm like, that should be a straight red.
You can't be doing that.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Remember when something happened like that Everton versus Liverpool happened a game where the dude shoved Firmino like all the way into the crowd. He like ran into like the beam or something like that. Firmino came back trying to fight him. Like he should get a red and get beat up right now for that.
I'm still on you, dog.
No, you can't be doing that, dude.
Out for the night.
Keep it on the pitch. You're gonna make me walk on. What if you slip in?
Yeah, like, exactly. No, you can do it. Yeah,
that's dirt. That's dirty to me.
Yeah, big fact.
26 minutes after that, Reguilon was really good. Oh my god, Reguilon on the regular was playing so good. He was making these passes, trying to do give and goes, sprinting up and down with them skinny legs. He was all over the place. He's really good.
Was he playing on the same side with Vinicius Jr.?
Yeah, he was. He was trying to link up with him. The only problem is like a couple times Vinicius was supposed to give the give and go, and I think Vinicius was anticipating they're ready for the give and go, so he tried turning around instead, which is cool to think about.
Yeah,
but it didn't work. I'm like, no, just give it to him because like Reguilon was making amazing runs. Like it was really cool. Looked really good. Even though it's kind of sad to see Marcelo out there.
Reguilon, I mean, what the games in the league that I've watched with Reguilon, he hasn't looked as crazy as he looked before.
Yeah,
but
he looks really good.
But it's different. It's different competition.
He looks really good today, like fast.
That's what's up.
35-minute mark. I wrote, Jesus. Ajax had a great possession. So basically, Ziyech, I can't pronounce his name. Zeke? I don't know how to say it. But
Ziyech, it's all good.
Ziyech had, well, basically, not him, but ball comes up to the left, and then he does this possession ball movement from left to right. So they go up the left, ball crosses low to the middle, and then middle to the right. It was all created by David Neres. David Neres did a really nice move and kind of did this nice pass off, and then ends up one-on-one. Ziyech versus Courtois, and Courtois saved it. It was like that was like I really wrote, you gotta make that. Like that goal right there, like the world was in front of you. Like you had to do it right there, and he just kind of kicked it straight at Courtois. I'm like, oh, the whole crowd like lost their mind.
Courtois a big body too. It's kind of hard to see around.
He's perfect for when you're just shooting at him like that.
He's a big
but
body.
All you got to do is just keep it low because takes all day to dive.
On the low.
So 36-minute mark, Garbage. This is about to get wild. I'm going to take my glasses off of this.
Uh-oh.
36-minute mark. Garbage Courtois fumbled a header from a corner.
How the hell you fumble
and
a header?
Ajax Tagliafico scores the corner and scores it in the box. He scored the header. Ajax up 1-0. So like happened? The ball's coming in and like the ball, like someone heads the ball to Courtois. Courtois like can't catch the slow ball. He like fumbled it, dropped it. It bounced in the air and Tagliafico boomed it in.
Nice.
I was losing my mind, and then all of a sudden the ref comes out of nowhere and he starts doing this.
Ooh.
I was like, VR for what? Like, and it's funny because normally when something's wrong, there's always like players losing their mind. No one even knew what the ref was talking about. Everybody's like, what? The players didn't know. When it happened, apparently he's like, apparently he said they're gonna review the offside, an offside. When it happened, not one Real Madrid player during the possession did that. No one did that. No one knew there was an offside going on.
Okay.
They did a replay. I wrote, wow, I hope they don't take this away from Ajax. Wow, don't do it. And I wrote, holy shit, they did it.
Was the guy offsides?
They called offsides on a guy. So basically they said that like it was like the most FIFA BS offsides ever. Like there was like a smidget offsides from the guy in front of Courtois while Courtois was trying to get the ball. They called it offside. And it was so BS.
I'm down for that.
It was really BS.
You can't be getting in front of you can't be messing up the play when you're offsides. I like that call. I didn't see it, but I like it.
I really could not voice my displeasure with that play. I thought that everything Ajax did in that possession was right. I think that when you're in that play, you can't necessarily control where the goalie's going to end up to try to contest the ball. So the players there, he wasn't offsides originally. He was standing there. The Bale was keeping on because Bale was being lazy in the back, and then he was just standing there, and Courtois like ran into him, and it was really whack. Like literally the line was going across the screen, and all you saw was like an elbow outside the offsides line. I'm like, that's BS because there's no advantage for that. That's insane.
Well, they scored. So
no, they didn't score because of that. They didn't score because of that reason. It wasn't Tagliafico's offside that he scored. It was a different player.
Yeah, but Courtois.
It was BS. It was complete BS. And
Courtois fumbled it because the dude was offsides.
No, Courtois fumbled because he has no damn hands on corners. He's garbage on corners. Yeah, it was a damn shame. I don't even care about Ajax, and I thought they deserved that goal. 42-minute mark, and the crowd was going bananas. It was nuts in there. 42 minutes mark. Ajax is playing so much better than Real. Their midfield composure, they're playing really good. I thought it was a damn shame they didn't have that goal because they're playing so well the whole game. And Real really was just trying to just escape out of like bad positions. 50-minute mark. I thought it was finally some great ball movement by Real Madrid. Obviously, the first half ended 0-0, by the way. 50-minute mark, great ball movement by Real Madrid. Ends up with a clean strike. Clean strike by Benzema. But unfortunately, Onana, what's my name, saved it. He did a little dive to the side, Onana.
What's my name?
59-minute mark. Oh my God, Vinicius Jr. had such a great play. He looked so clean today. He was doing it all, and he had a great run. So I think it was Modric something lobbed on a run to him. He controlled the ball with his head, like put it on the ground with his head, dribbled it, cut to the right, and kept it 2 more possessions. Like it looked like he was about to shoot it, and just dribbled twice more. And then the commentator was like, he was like, oh, did he do too much here? Like saying like he was doing something wrong. And then he did this beautiful pass. All Benzema had to do was just tap it in. And he did. 1-0. Benzema scored a great goal. And commentator actually got cut off trying to hate. Like he was saying like, did too much. What a strike. Oh my God. He was trying to hate right there. Trying to tell Vinicius Jr. how to play. It was a really, really nice play. It was really cute seeing Benzema pick up Vinicius again. I'm like, oh,
baby. And
Vasquez was going crazy. Apparently Vasquez and them are homies.
Wait, Vasquez was in the game?
He was on the bench. He was like screaming. He ran up the side.
Nas need one mic.
60-minute mark. I'm still mad about that VR. I don't even care about Ajax. I wrote a player comparison of Vinicius Jr. You know what he kind of reminded me of? He reminded me of Liverpool Raheem Sterling. He really did.
Okay.
The way they move, like they're like their feet, they're speedy. Like
yes.
Raheem wasn't like booming in shots from far away. He's very like curvy and slick.
He can now. He can now.
Yeah, no, he can't. But you know what I'm saying. But like after the NOS.
Great.
But I thought I thought that he really did kind of remind me of a Raheem Sterling kind of player.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll say right now.
You done eating?
No. I'll say right now. I mean, obviously, there's years of development in between that.
That's why I said Liverpool Raheem.
Yeah. You know what? Screw it. Perfect comparison. I ain't got nothing to say about that.
There was a Liverpool Raheem Sterling right there.
I just need one Glock. Nas need one mic.
So 74th minute mark. I wrote, what a fucking finish by Ziyech. And this commentator was hating on this dude the whole game. I was starting to be uncomfortable. I want to see what this dude voted last year. Is it Brexit? What's going on here? I'm uncomfortable. But, I mean, I will admit that, like he was getting... look, I'm not mad at this guy because when he would get the ball taken off him, he'd get kind of mad and, kind of push or, trying to, steal the ball back and, foul. He's just a competitor.
It's an aggressive sport.
It's an aggressive sport, and it wasn't it wasn't a situation where the guy's by himself running around. He went and just took him out. See, that's when you're just just straight up no ball. You're just being dirty. This is this guy took the ball off me. He's frustrated. He's trying to get it back, and he fouled him. I don't care about that.
That's what the referee is for. And as a commentator, that's not your business. The ref regulates that.
They were saying oh, you're bad mouthing the ref. I'm like,
okay, if he bad mouth the ref, he'll get a red card.
Yeah, he finally got a yellow.
Obviously, the ref don't care.
He better stop talking before you get a red. I'm like, oh my god.
Well, what if you get a red card and they still win?
Well, he got that finish to shut him up real quick. Why he's a good player. It was a straight right pass on the right, and of course Courtois and Real kind of got caught sleeping on that play. You could tell they were kind of... I think sometimes Real's a victim of their own lulls, where they're going into possession, they're setting up possession, they just kind of get caught in that, and then when a team hits them back, which their front line was a lot of speed on that Ajax team, they didn't start a center forward. There was no Huntelaar starting, and there was no Casper Dahlberg or whatever starting. It was all midfield and wingers up top, just running around. So they're trying
to take advantage of Ramos.
You could tell they were trying to, absolutely. You could tell they were really trying to they're like, the only real anchor back here is Nacho. So
they know Ramos can get caught out there.
Oh, absolutely. He did a couple times, but he didn't play that bad, actually. He didn't play that bad. They got caught sleeping. 1-1 game.
Uh-oh. What minute is this again?
74th minute. 1-1 game. It started getting lit again. 76th minute mark. Lucas Vazquez in the game. He's coming up on a counterattack. I think he came out for...
Was it Bale?
Yeah, Bale came out of the game. Bale literally did not do shit. He didn't do anything. He was there in the beginning of the game, and we just didn't kind of see him again until the end. He was did a couple passes off. He did his usual crap where he did the beginning of the game. He took 2 long shots that went straight to the goalie. One the goalie kind of dribbled off a little bit, and they're like, oh, I'm like, that wasn't that serious. Your bodies are from the ball. If you doesn't matter. Ronaldo used to do that to him free kicks, but it didn't go in. It just made the keeper uncomfortable a little bit. Nothing crazy. And then he did another far one, and he rolled up to the keeper, and everybody was just on the play. There's all this space, and he shoots it from 40 yards out. And there's there's nobody in front of him.
Trying to get a 2-goal.
I'm like, they don't count. This is not the 3BA where you get a 4-point shot.
Get a 2-goaler.
Yeah, so it was really whack. He came out the game. Literally, the team completely changed.
Huh?
What's wrong with you? You okay?
It's 21.
You're having too much fun right now.
Down the road. I'm listening.
So Lucas came on a counterattack. He had nobody to pass to.
Who?
Was kind of holding the ball. Lucas Vazquez. So he was trying to hold the ball. Didn't really know what to do with it. He had no one to pass it to, so he tried to take a left-footed shot. I wrote LMFAO cute. It was really cute. He was all upset. I'm like, you knew you weren't gonna make that. You were forced to shoot left. You didn't even want to think about it until you had to do it. So earlier than that, Benzema was subbed out for Asensio. I hated that sub so much. That's such a garbage sub, and you could feel it in the moment. It was kind of weird out there because no one knew up top where they were supposed to be. At one point up top, you literally saw wait, who came in for Asensio? Oh, it was Vinicius Jr.
in the middle.
I'd left.
Okay.
Asensio kind of in the middle, Modric on the right, and Vazquez around the right too. It looked really awkward.
I've seen Vinicius play in the middle. One game they put him kind of in the middle channel. He did okay.
Yeah, just like young Raheem Sterling. So they didn't really know what to do right there. It was really awkward. Then later on, Mariano came in the game for Vinicius Jr. There was a lot of clapping for him. It was cute. And all the players got up high-fiving his junior when he came to bed. It was really adorable. I was happy for him. Young 18-year-old out there. Shut up. So, 79-minute mark. I don't know why I wrote Mark in caps locks. Back pass to Onana, what's my name? Took a weird bounce, and he whiffed it on like trying to do a goal kick. Onana's pointing at this cup on the ground that someone threw in the match. Ref doesn't care and calls a corner kick. I'm like, yo, like, the ball's dribbling to him, and the ball bounces up crazy, and he, like, whiffs it. Like, he was trying to, like, kick, because it was, like, a kickback so he can boom it. Chill out, and he, like, whiffed it. And, like, they literally zoomed in on this beer cup.
And the ref didn't
No, the ref was just, like, corner kick. Like, and then there's a flag ref was like this. I'm like, homie.
I don't know.
So I got really mad about that. I was like, what the shit? I'm like, what's the point of VR or anything if you don't... what's the point of having 4 refs if not one can tell us that it was obstruction over there? So
you gotta keep talking.
This is really funny. So I didn't see this typo, but I wrote Mariano in for Vinicius. What a game for Christmas. I meant to write Vinicius and I wrote Christmas. So I was trying to rush. It's really hard to take notes.
That's why you should write it down with a pencil and paper.
No, I don't got paper. Save the trees, damn it. Nedes is making some good plays. I was actually really impressed how much stamina Nedes has. I mean, we're 80 minutes in the game. He's still making these crazy runs. I'm like, damn, this guy can run all day. He must like drink soda or something like that. He was just a beast out there. But unfortunately, like the issue was that, okay, like maybe the beast is the wrong word, but with him, he just wasn't finishing. Like he wasn't the next level. He wasn't getting to the next level.
You think it would have been better if they had a center forward?
Absolutely. And then they make a substitution for a center forward to like the 80th, 79th minute mark.
What is that?
I don't really know what's going on. I don't know what they took out some dude I didn't even know was on a field. Some midfielder. I'm like, this guy was out here? Why'd you even have him? And they didn't put Huntelaar in. They put Casper Dolberg, young bones out there.
Apparently he's a baller.
Yeah. Well, he came in the game. Immediately whiffed 2 shots. He had an open shot. No, not open. He had a really great pass to him to tie it up at the 91st minute mark.
Ooh.
And he kicked the dirt instead, and the ball rolled to the goalie. So,
on the low.
And you could tell when he got up, he like did this on the ground. I'm like, yeah, you're young, son. It's all good. I said 86 minute mark. I know I jumped early. That was just to let you know Dolberg was like messing up. 86 minute mark. Insane cross by Carvajal. Carvajal coming up the right, does what he does. Asensio with a super clean finish at the end. 2-1 game. And that was the story. After that, Real Madrid won 2-1.
At Ajax.
Ajax. Big game to win. Mm-hmm. Big facts. I mean, it should have been 2-2, but it's all good. 2-1. And Casper Dolberg had 2 opportunities to score and didn't. So...
I mean, Real Madrid's the better team, but, you know, they... I mean...
Okay, look. Real Madrid is on paper the better team, yes.
Yeah.
But on that field that day, from 0 to 90, Ajax played better. They really did. They just didn't finish. Didn't have a striker. They literally didn't have a striker. Everybody that was a midfielder winger did their jobs, had great connection plays. I was like, damn, these guys are good. Like, in the midfield, they were doing their thing. But then there's no one in the box, no one in the middle, no one right there to clean up.
Nobody pushing the line either?
No one pushing the line like Julius Peppers.
Damn.
So, you know, retiree Julius Peppers. So
Indeed. Well, I mean, I'm glad you got a good game because your boy had this really garbage game here. Anybody who watched Tottenham versus BVB...
With Steve Nash?
This game was not MVP like Steve Nash. Anybody who watched this game know how bad it was. Well, let's start from the beginning.
Let's do it.
I put for Tottenham that Foyth and Aurier were starting. I put
Oh, one Foyth? Yeah. One Foyth?
Oh my, that's a lot of mistakes there.
It sounds like there's about to be a lot of errors committed.
Yeah, and Pulisic started because Marco Reus wasn't there. Pulisic sleeved up on that left or right arm. I can't remember.
Left arm thing.
Okay, I'm like, he's sleeved up. He's dedicated to this football life. I can respect that.
That's the ultimate dedication.
I'm like, okay, he's dedicated. I can respect it.
What if he gets a neck tap?
Oh, whoa. Now, I might think he caught a body like
you think he caught a body out in Hershey, Pennsylvania?
He might have. Okay. 5th minute, I put that both teams been sloppy. 9th minute, I put still sloppy. Both teams' control is so bad and bad passes. 12th minute, Sergio Aurier got a yellow. 15th minute, I put this game is horrible. 23rd minute, I put BVB going forward is better, but the control is so bad. Oh, God, this is funny. 8th minute. Foyth tried to switch the play. He just kicked it out of bounds. I started laughing out loud. I'm like,
he's so garbage.
Like this dude looked and tried to switch play. And it just went out of bounds. I'm like,
you're not that guy. You're not good. He should go play for Atlanta United too.
Oh yeah, literally.
Next to Florentine
Pogba. He'd be like a decent MLS center back.
He's really so bad.
30th minute, I put this is one of the worst games I've seen this year.
You're watching a Champions League game.
It's
two top 5 teams in their respective leagues.
Yes, I was like, this is so bad. So that was the first half. Second half, 47th minute, Son got a nice volley off Vertonghen cross.
My guy right there.
After Hakimi lost the ball deep in his own half and lazily goes back to defend the cross. He didn't even try to defend the cross. I'm like, dog, you're slowing down when Vertonghen is going to cross the ball. You better go Superman that hoe and dive in front of that. He literally just let Vertonghen cross it, and it was a great volley by what's his name, Son. It was cute because after the goal, Son and Aurier did a handshake celebration together.
Oh, yeah, I like that. I just want to note that on Bleacher Report they put an interesting statistic up.
What's that?
How many games the Tottenham has played since Christmas in BVB?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did see that. Actually.
You saw that? One is 12 games and one is 5.
Yeah.
That's bananas.
Yeah. Whatever.
Still suck though.
Yeah. 54th minute.
Practice makes perfect. No.
This is funny. Okay. 54th minute. Thomas Delaney, who I was like, damn, is he Irish or something? He's Danish. He got a yellow card on Son. He fouled him close to the box. It was a really dope move by Son, who's a baller.
So good.
Dog, the announcer said, this is what the announcer said after that. We're just now seeing how good Son is because of Harry Kane, Dele Alli. Because he's been playing with Harry Kane and Dele Alli and Eriksen. Now we're just seeing how good he is because Dele Alli and Kane are hurt. I'm like, dog, are you... I'm like,
Is that for real?
It's insane to me that how much better we are than everybody. I'm like, dog, literally, like, this dude would have been the perfect person for Real Madrid to replace Ronaldo. He's better than... He's like... I've been saying for a long time he's the best player on...
way better than Dele Alli.
Dele Alli's trash. Dele Alli's like a good player for EPO. Like, he's like as good as Eric Lamela, but he's like a little bit better. You know why he's better? Because he's not left-footed.
Who's better, him or Lanzini?
Oh, Lanzini by far. Fake Italian ass. I don't know what happened to him.
He tore the ACL.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you'll see him in 3 years.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I couldn't believe he said. I'm like, wow, dude. Like, the Son has been out here balling for so long.
That's a damn shame. But Son is so damn good.
I'm like, this guy's ever since I seen him, like, yo, that guy's really good. He got 2 feet. He's
literally a Korean Ronaldo.
Literally, yeah.
Like, he's Korean Ronaldo when I watch. I'm like, dog, you literally like stand like him. He runs like all upright and shit. Like, he's really good. He has good size, speed.
He's so good there. Like, everything
he makes
about
like
his game
very
is
little mistakes. He's so
everything
good.
about his game is amazing. He's the best player on the field today.
I want him to leave so bad. I'm sick of him at Hotspurs.
He needs to leave. After that, I put Davinson Sanchez has regressed. 62nd minute. This game was really boring, by the way. Honestly, like, it was so boring. I was like barely watching it. So
Does Lucas start?
Yeah, he started up top with Son in the kind of 4-4-2 situation. Well,
nice.
4 something.
Lucas.
Yeah, he didn't really do that much this game either. 62nd minute, Pulisic was in the box on the ball. He didn't shoot it. I just put that note just because whatever. I didn't really have to do it. 68th minute, I put this is so boring. 77th minute, I put BVB sub their center back for some dude.
BVB subbed their center back for some dude.
80th.
Did you see that big ass Zagadou play for BVB? Dude's huge.
Oh yeah. He's the one that got subbed for some other guy.
He's massive.
So's Diallo. 80th minute, BVB attackers have been anonymous in the second half.
Who?
Right? They started up top. Who was it? Pulisic, Jadon Sancho, and
Götze.
Yeah, Götze didn't do anything. Oh, I'll say something about Sancho at the end. 83rd minute, Vertonghen scored a goal. It's a nice volley off a dope cross by Serge Aurier. But the game's still hella boring.
Yeah.
86 minutes, another goal. Llorente scored a header off of a corner. I didn't even see him come in. 90th minute, Lamela came on for Son, and I wrote, "Damn, I missed hella subs." and I put also Hakimi still sucks, and it was 3-0 to Tottenham. It was a very boring game. It was a terrible game. Is it Jadson or Jadon Sancho?
I think it's Jadson.
Okay, I think
he has a wild name.
I think it's Jadon, but I don't know.
I think it's Jadson Sancho.
All right, we'll see. Is he good? Yes.
Yeah. No, Jadon.
All right.
That's worse than both of us.
Is he good? Does he have talent? Yes. He's a good dribbler on the ball, but I don't know if he's much outside of that. But to be frank, this is the only time.
Sounds like a ball brother.
This is the only time I've seen him play. But
Okay.
like this game, I'm like, yeah, he did some dribbling a little bit, but like, I don't know if he is like somebody that can really get it cracking on his own. To be honest with you, he's not in this game. Obviously, it's a 1 game sample size. I didn't see much more talent than Pulisic, and I think Pulisic is a little bit more direct than him. But he can do some tricks. He's a good dribbler, so like I can see why he's exciting for people. But I don't really know. Guerrero's definitely better than him, though. Guerrero had a good shot at the end. He came on late. I didn't.
You know Guerrero's good because he could play anywhere.
Yeah, Guerrero had a nice shot. It was going to be crazy if it went in, but it didn't. But yeah, Tottenham beat them 3-0. That game was the worst game ever. But you know, Champions League is always turned up. Okay, Caesar, dance along game recaps. Big tragedy happened in Flamengo. Gotta talk about this. There's a fire at the club's training ground. Killed 10 young players. They're saying that it was caused by electricity spike that sparked a fire in an air conditioning unit. I guess they're saying that the fire followed a storm that happened in Rio that killed at least 6 people.
No, it's
sad. It's infrastructure issues going on. I have here some of the names. I don't necessarily want to read them all out, but
you want me to?
Actually, I'll read them.
Read them?
Unless you're going to drop the Portuguese accent on them.
Okay.
All these young. Can you see? It's kind of small.
We have Athelia Paixão, Arthur Vinicius,
rest in power.
Bernardo Picetta,
Rest in power.
Christian Esimero.
So what are you touching? Just chill. Rest in power.
Jedson Santos.
Rest in power.
Jorge Eduardo.
Okay, relax.
Pablo Henrique.
Okay.
Whoa, this name. Riquelme Viana. Damn.
Whoa, which one is that?
That's cool. That's a cool name. Hey, man.
What?
Come on, dog. Rip. Rest in power. Samuel Thomas.
Whoa.
I just want to say it like that. Samuel Thomas. And Vitor Isias.
Yeah, literally.
You know, honestly, like, it's a shame, you know, because I think one of the things we always talk about is this is unlike you know, any sport in America. This is a sport that involves a lot of youth development and parents, you know, sending their kids to youth programs.
Yes.
And one of the things, a priority, if I was a parent and I would have a child, is safety's number one for me.
My baby's safe.
Is my baby gonna be okay? Because I can't watch them every day, and I'm not there, so I expect that. And it's a shame this happened. You know, it's really sad. It was actually really, really sad when I heard. I'm like, there's nothing you hate to see more than seeing kids pass away. Like, you know, like that's the worst. Because like, I'm not saying one is better than the other, but just like someone that didn't get to really live life yet at 14 years old. There's literally 13, 14-year-olds and a couple 15-year-olds. God, that's so young, because we can all imagine where we were when we were 15, 14, and to know everything to stop then.
Dying in a fire, yo.
That's terrible. That's a really bad way to die. That's a slow, bad way to die.
You gonna see if these parents file a lawsuit. That might be crazy.
That's a shame.
They might file some lawsuits, dog.
They might, you know.
And I wouldn't be mad at them.
I'd be mad if they can find reasons why there's improper management or bad logistics or something going on, or you know, I don't blame the maintenance or whatever. They're not keeping up with maintenance checks or something, because this doesn't happen every day, and it's you know. And I don't know how. Also, when a fire happens, where was the alarm? What's going on here? How do these kids get stuck in here? It just doesn't seem to add up, and it's a shame.
Yeah, no, it's terrible, and
it's a big tragedy, honestly.
Yeah, rest in power.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about Mauricio Sarri a little bit, but I think I'm gonna skip it. I wanted to ask the question: is EPL too much for him? Is it too much sauce? I think it is. He's having some issues. They lost 6-0 the other day. I'm like, dog, you this isn't for you. Go back to Italy. But speaking of other tragedies, so obviously they found Emiliano Sala's body. Finally, dog, 2 men. Oh God. 2 Southampton fans. Okay, let me just go ahead and this is the article that was in the Guardian. Police have detained 2 Southampton fans who appear to mock the death of Cardiff striker Emiliano Sala on a day when unrelated incidents put fan disorder back in spotlight. God. At St. Mary's, 2 men were filmed apparently making plane gestures in reference to the crash that killed Sala.
Come on, why?
This is wild that the police detained them. They said that such behavior has no place in our game. It will not be tolerated.
Wait, they got detained? Like they went to jail?
Maybe.
Whoa.
Southampton later confirmed police had detained 2 men, adding, such behavior has no place in our game and will not be tolerated at St. Mary's, their stadium. The club will ban those supporters identified. I guess they were... Oh, no, that's another place. I was like, damn, dog, come on, yo. Like, you can't be... I mean, I don't know if they were drunk or whatever. I'm not saying that's an excuse or not, but, like, I'm like, damn, dog, you over here making plane gestures?
That's a little bit much. I mean, I don't know about detaining them, but
do you think that's okay?
I think that's a little bit much, but I think detaining them is a lot. But for sure, like they're a bunch of idiots. They can get. I don't care if
Caesar. Imagine if that was your kid that died.
Like,
what would you do?
Like ban. I mean, I'm stealing them.
You'll fight?
Oh, absolutely, we're fighting. But like you can like ban.
Then you'll get detained.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do that. I mean, I lost my child. Like, damn. Like, you think at that point, like, I care about going a night in a holding tank? I don't care. Especially put hands on an idiot like this. He gonna learn his lesson. But when it comes to like this behavior, ban him from the stadium for whatever. Do all that stuff like for life. I don't care. But like for sure, like a detain is just a little extra. Just get him out of there and ban him. Like get out of here.
They have different laws in
but maybe like maybe
they don't have the First Amendment out.
No, there. For sure. Maybe detain means like holding tank.
Yeah, I don't know if they necessarily got arrested, but they were like, hey,
okay.
To you.
Yeah. Then I don't have a problem with the actions that happened there.
Okay,
that is a shame. I think that like
it's very disrespectful.
People like to push fandom too heavy sometimes. I'm like, yo, like you're doing all this.
Say it at home, dog. Say it with your boys.
You're doing all this, but what has Southampton really done for you in your life?
Send the plane emoji.
Does Southampton ever pay your electricity bill? No. Southampton ever hook you up? No. They give you a shelter when it's been rough? No. Hold you when your girl broke up with you? No. So why do you need to go all out like this? Like, why do you need to do this and act in this way? It's just stupid to me. It's childish.
It just reminded me when Aaliyah died, Star played the sound of a plane crashing with a woman screaming on the radio. I remember that was like, wow, dog. He always talks about that incident. He was like, I told Miss Jones to get out because I'm about to take it there. That ain't funny, dog. He said that the only person that ever...
No, that's so bad.
It was like, like he played that on the radio. No,
I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's like, what is wrong with you, dude? You have problems. Like, you're legit problems. Like, I want you to get psyche valved. Like, you think that after Aaliyah, if America's sweetheart, once married to R. Kelly, a young, tender age, 15, we were all okay with it at the time.
Don't put me in that we. Okay.
You definitely bumped aging in but a number, and everybody did, so we accepted it. You gonna play airplane crash with a woman screaming?
He did that.
God damn. Well, that's why... Never mind. Whatever, Star.
Yeah. Okay, one last thing before we get out of here. We Made It Podcast, episode 94. We Made It Podcast.com.
Already know.
We Made It Podcast on all social media. Yeah, I kind of want to delete this topic, too. The one about the Italian farmers that blocked the game. Whatever, really quick. Just because I thought it was kind of interesting. There was a protest by some farmers in Cagliari, the island of Sardinia. They were
just learned that right now.
About 100 local farmers. They were protesting milk prices. The heck is that?
Trying to get you an Infinity?
They were protesting milk prices. They kind of like blocked the stadium for the team to leave to the airport. I think they ended up losing that game to Milan, by the way. I remember when in France when they were having some farmers having protests, they were like taking like all their crop and just like dumping it in the road as a protest. I kind of can't remember the details of that, but don't mess with farmers. You know, they turn up.
I just want to say that when I saw in the show notes that farmers protest match, I was like, well, this is wild.
Yeah. I would get more into it, but we did all them demos.
They should just get one of their little trailers and run it on a turf field.
They made a couple of the players and maybe the president went out and talked to them and like in a gesture of solidarity, they like made the guys like kick over milk pails or whatever to like try to show that they're with them.
Oh, okay.
But you know, in the bigger picture, it shows that like these football clubs are part of the community and like how much the communities are invested in like not kind of how we feel about teams here. Like if you a Lakers fan, you don't really feel like those players have much to do with like your life.
Yeah.
But they're like, yo, like you're here. We got this issue. We're bringing it to you for your support. And if you ain't gonna support, y'all ain't gonna leave.
No, for sure. I mean,
definitely different culture.
I think you can definitely tell. I mean, you don't say that the Lakers are representative of the Los Angeles community.
No.
But you can tell that like clubs like even Brazil, like Vitória, Bahia, honestly represent community, represent people in the community. They represent like specific people too, especially. So, I think it's good for us from where we sit. We're here in America. Tiki Talk's out there in Canada. It's good for us to be able to see the perspective of how in other clubs, other places around the world, how these clubs are bigger than just what we see or just go on a Sunday night. Like they're part of they're part of the Monday through Sunday. They affect changes in the area. When
people send their kids to them damn clubs.
When a player's there, people probably have some of those farmers. They might have generations of family that have gone through there. You never know. There's a big involvement. So
Yeah, no, I mean, and hopefully whatever's going on, it gets handled, settled. But,
absolutely.
We made a podcast episode 94. Can you believe it? We sent the emails out. We made a podcast on all social media. Check out Tiki Talka podcast. They're doing their thing out there in Toronto.
Jealous.
We got many downloads in Canada. I think it's our second largest market. I wouldn't market. Not gonna make any money.
Whoa. But, careful, imagine my taxes.
On the low. Yeah, holla at us.
Chip.